So you've got the right of refusal. Let's be honest. You've got the right to refuse any blessing, any curse, any state, any concept. Neville says so. I agree. Do you live as though you have the right of refusal? Or are you a victim? This just might be the definition of a victim. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to the free Neville Goddard podcast. If you get gold from what we do, join Remarkable.com. That's one word, join Remarkable.com. You get a massive toy box as a bonus. And you get to get on live calls with us once a month. It's ridiculously affordable. And I don't know. If you don't get benefit from what we do, why are you listening? Let's dive in. You've got the right to refuse. You've got the right of refusal. You also have the right of acceptance. And acceptance to me is made of two words. Accept, dance. You can accept dance in your life, or you can feel decimated, destroyed, deflated. I sent out an email over the weekend, basically asking, how can I help? And I'm noticing a pattern already. I've only replied to about 150 of these. No, I don't listen to the podcast every day. And no, I'm not doing my Joseph Goddard practice every day. Now, I admit some people are saying, didn't know you had a podcast. Okay, that's cool. And this Joseph Goddard thing, I just, I didn't want to pay any money for it. I'm all right with that, too. Right? We give away a lot of stuff on these free podcasts. I'll tell you the basics. If you want to do a deep dive, do a deep dive. If you don't. You've got the right to refuse to do a deep dive. You've got the right to refuse to do anything. My life sucks so bad, Mr. 20, I can't do it. I can't do a Joseph Goddard. I can't do an imaginal act. Wow, so you're imagining your life will suck tomorrow. Or in 10 minutes. Because you're not going to do an imaginal act tomorrow or in 10 minutes. You're already imagining shit. Now here's the thing. You've got the right to refuse. I can offer you the most delicious dinner ever. We share our lunch. We only eat one meal a day. We share our lunch on Facebook every single day. I want you to realize you can eat yummy food. Even if you don't like what we eat, you can eat yummy food. I'm a fleshitarian. Victoria still eats pretty much normally. But I love eating flesh. So that's what I eat. And I suggest to people, quit giving yourself filler, start eating flesh. Whatever that means. In other words, are you sharing my stuff? If you're getting value from it, why not share it? Or are you sharing stupid stuff? Cat videos. You want to compliment me? You want to show me that you're my friend? Share my stuff. You want to show me that it blesses you? Share my stuff. You may not want to dive deeper, but give other people the opportunity to. In other words, if I offer you dinner and you say no, I'm offering it to someone else. I'm not going to sit around and let the food rot on a plate that you stare at and refuse to eat because you're hungry. All right, let's keep going. You've also got the right to refuse to wipe your ass. Have you noticed some people stink? Some people just need a shower. Get in the shower, wash your ass off. Stop carrying that shit around with you. Like I said, I get it. You don't want to join ManifestingMasteryCourse.com at $1 a day. You don't want to join in the fun with Remarkable because it costs money. You think I'm a pure capitalist. I am. I happen to believe that if I do push-ups, my arms get bigger. I'll just call that natural capitalism. If I produce something that benefits the world will pay me. If it's marketed well, if people can find it. That's part of the mission of the podcast. The other thing is I'm selling you on you. Whether or not you buy something from me, When you deny the truth about you, you give life to doubt. And doubt is used as a weapon against everything you do. When you deny your divinity, you'll start doubting your reality. Consciousness is the only reality. Your awareness of being as God. How you're aware of anything determines how it's being in your life. We're rolling up on 3,000 podcast episodes. We're rolling up on 4 million listens. And I still feel like I haven't done shit in this world. I'm just getting warmed up. I've had a complete transformation this year, and I wasn't doing bad before, except I was grotesquely fat. Now I'm looking more like I did when I was 35. I'm actually looking probably a little better than I did at 35 in some ways. Can't wait to see what I look like in 6 more months. Because I get in the car to go to the pool every day. And I play music for about 1 minute and 42 seconds. At 1 minute and 42 seconds, I've hit the safety zone where I can push the button and say, call home. And then I have a lovely chat with my wife, who I just left to go to the gym. And these little tiny lovely chats give heaps to me and heaps to her. I'm not checking in to solve a problem. Some people, that's the only time they check in with me, when they've done enough naughty that they can't stand it anymore. Or they're imagining naughty coming up. Mr. 20, help. I'm willing to help. I'm always willing to imagine lovingly. But I'm going to point out one more time, you've got the right of rejection. You can reject the food that I give to you, freely, willingly. You can reject the food that you could buy from me. That's fine. You can reject, you've got the right of rejection. You don't have to wipe your ass. In other words, you can starve and stink if you want to. I'll keep lifting you up. You can refuse or reject that blessing if you want to. But at some point you will become aware that your awareness of being is God, that you are God having the adventure of a lifetime. I denied it as long as I could. I worshipped the gods of victimhood and struggle. Push. Now I preach play. Play is the way. I'd love to hear back from you. I'm going to start sending this to everyone that sent me an email. Actually, I'm going to send them a link. Yeah. Actually, I'm just going to tell them, go listen to the podcast, and maybe they'll find this if they're hungry enough. If they decide to reach for what's on the plate and take a nibble. Because you know what sucks? Smelling the yummy food on the plate. You know what really sucks? Smelling the yummy food on the plate and not reaching for it because there's shit in your pants. You've got the right to refuse the food. You've got the right to refuse the shit. Go take a shower. Freshen up. I love you. I really do. And I can't stand watching people live in a world of addiction when freedom is right in front of you. If you want, imagine up something yummy for me as we go into the silence. I've got a live Remarkable call in 30 minutes. So this becomes an episode of the book as well. Catch the wave, catch the attitude. Remember, you've got the right to refuse who you've been. December 25th, 2023, I had an epiphany. The epiphany was an opportunity to refuse the direction that I was going in, to refuse the direction that I had been. Since that point in time, I have lost 45 pounds of ugly fat. That's like 2 hams and a Christmas turkey. And I've picked up some massive muscle. I've only been going to the gym for 8 weeks. And you can blame the diet, you can blame the gym. I don't blame anything or anyone. All I notice is I moved. And I'm moving differently. And I invite you to the dance. I made a commitment this year. We started Remarkable in January. And I didn't see it coming. We had people signed up, first call lined up, all that stuff. We've got a call, like I said, in 30 minutes. But I made a commitment to play more full bore than I ever had before. And then the epiphany showed up, and the transformations began in a whole new way. Can you hear it? I refused something, and by refusing something, I accepted something. That's what I got. I'd love to hear from you. Don't just listen to this, then go listen to the next one. Reach out. See ya.